Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right, we got a bit of a funnier thread for you guys today. Today's thread is, what is your craziest next morning story? All right, so let's see what happened with y'all niggas when you woke up the next morning. Let's see what's up. Woke up in the can in my hotel room. My pants were around my ankles and my shoes were on, but my underwear was off, laying on the floor. That means I took my shoes and pants off, removed my underwear, and put the rest back on. Not crazy, but fairly odd. I wouldn't think that it's kind of weird, but when you wake up like that, what the fuck happened last night? Nigga, what? You know what I mean? Like I said, if it's one of those things where, that's just how you doing it, or you're doing commando or whatever the fuck, that's fine. Excuse me. It's fine. But like when you wake up like that, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck happened? Oh my God. Oh, Lordy. Okay. Went out drinking one evening with some friends, and so I'm told, left with a pretty nice looking girl to accompany back to her place. The only thing I remember is blacking out in the middle of drinking straight from the bottle of whiskey and waking up alone. I went to explore, not recalling how I got here, and found an empty apartment, save for a stove and a fridge. Okay, the fridge had a bottle of wine and some mustard in it. Upon further inspection, the mattress I had woken up on had no blankets and was just laying in the middle of the clean but empty floor. I booked it out of there, found a gas station, and called a buddy of mine. After some more investigating, I found out I was about 3 to 4 hours away from my starting destination. Good ending, though. I don't have any STDs or missing organs from the incident, and none of my stuff was stolen. Hooray. Still, never saw the girl again, and nobody knew her from the party. She was a friend of a friend or something. Yo, man, something had to happen to you. Like, the fact that it's a clean apartment, there's a mattress on the floor, no sheets, blankets, nothing. And then you look in the refrigerator and there's just wine and mustard. It's like, I don't know too many girls that have single guy apartments. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know too many girls that their apartment is like that barren. I don't know. I feel like she kind of took you somewhere and she just left. Okay. That is kind of terrifying. I'm glad you got out of there and nobody stole any of your shit, especially your organs. Goddamn. I drank too much wine one night until I blacked out. The next morning, I woke up in the kitchen floor, but not just on the floor. I had pulled off a mattress from the bed, dragged it in the kitchen floor with covers and pillows, and went to sleep there. To this day, it makes me shake my head every time I think about it. Yo, this nigga pulled the mattress off the bed, put it in the kitchen, and grabbed some pillows and blankets and laid down in the kitchen. Like, why? What? How drunk do you have to be to do extra work to go to sleep, bro? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, come on, dude. You over here doing all this extra work just to go to bed. God damn, like none of your friends stopped you? Or maybe they tried to and he was like, no, man. No, I gotta get this. I gotta get this mattress out of the fucking kitchen, bro. I gotta get it back into the room. One night a couple years back, me and my ex were out drinking and having a really good time. I was really drunk and I do not remember getting back to her place and passing out. When I awake in the morning, it was that instant sit up in bed and look around, where the fuck am I bewildering feeling. I knew I was in her house still due to the Cambodian decorations, paintings, but still wasn't sure exactly where I was. I look to my left and what do I see but a small, slender, snoozing Asian man. Luckily, right at that time, said ex walked by looking for me and didn't bother to ask, just went back to her room with me in tow. Oh shit, that was her dad. What the fuck? Why were you in bed with the dad, bro? Yo, a little sus. You know, goddamn, a little sus, bro. What the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, man. I woke up topless on a love seat with bleeding arms and salsa con queso all over my tits. Yo, you had a wild ass night. They was eating nachos off your titties, bruh. What the hell? Ladies, like, if you woke up and you just had salsa all over your titties, like, what was going on that night? Because goddamn, man, that must have been a wild night. I ain't gonna lie to you. Wow, found one of my friends at the casino playing slots till still 11 hours straight. What the fuck? He made a profit of $27. Apparently he thought Apparently he thought we went to get him food, which might have been true. No clue about the others. Damn, man. Guess when you got that gambling addiction, Jesus Christ. I woke up in a garden with absolutely no recollection as to how I got there, wrapped in a large blue piece of foam that I later discovered came from a local high school and was used as protection padding for a basketball hoop pole thing. Still no idea. So the styrofoam that they wrap around the basketball hoops pole, so that way just in case you run into it, you're not just gonna hit the fucking pole, you'll hit like a foam thing. They took that off and they wrapped him in it, and then they threw this nigga into a field or in a garden, as he says, and then he passed out there. Like, first off, what are you guys doing at a high school? Like, you guys got so drunk and you're like, yo, bro, you know, it'd be crazy. Let's go back to high school, bro. Yeah, let's go back to high school. Like, huh? Like, what? Huh? Like, what? Why? Why would you go back to high school? Like, all right. I've never gotten so drunk where I'm thinking like, yo, let's go to high school. Like, no. Doing shots at last call at a bar, hammered. Guy asked me and 3 friends to go to a strip club after last call. Time passes, we buy a case and consume some more beers. On the way to said strip club, get to strip club, forget why I'm there, blackout, come out of brown out to a stripper sitting on my lap, giving me a beer and a hot dog I didn't pay for. Blackout again, come to heckling the strip club DJ with my friend. Blackout yet again ensues. Come to in a Denny's 6 miles from my house with pancakes in front of me. Black the fuck out. Wake up in the remains of my roommate's bed. I somehow shattered the frame covered in Mardi Gras beads with a stolen handicap park sign on the floor next to me. Stay in school, kids. What the fuck? Yo, he must have had like that movie The Hangover. That's the type of night this nigga had. He went to the bar and was just like, oh man, I am super fucked up. These dudes were like, yo, you want to go to a titty bar? And he's just like, fuck it. Why not? I'm already fucked up and I'm out. You know, he gets yet more beers. Then he sits down and he's like, why the fuck am I here? Passes out. And then out of nowhere, he wakes back up and there's just stripper booty in his face. And he's just like, yo, this is nice. God damn. Passes out. And then I don't know where he wakes up again. A stripper's in his face talking about, here's a hot dog and a drink. And he's like, oh, cool, thanks. Passes out again. Then somehow they get this nigga to a Denny's 6 miles away, and he wakes up. There's pancakes in front of him, and he's like, yo, pancakes, that's dope. Passes out again, and somehow he's at his homie's house with a parking sign. Nigga, where did you get it from? How did you get it out of the ground? Like, oh my God. Yeah, bro, you definitely had a hangover night like crazy. Shit, that's one for the books. Jesus. Woke up in bed with brother's fiance's sister at a cottage I had never been to before. We go downstairs to find her boyfriend passed out on the couch. We try not to talk about it. Oh. Woke up in bed with brother's fiance's sister. So his brother's girl sister. Okay. At a college. So he pretty much like fucked his technically sister-in-law, right? Like if they're to get married, of course they're getting married because they're fiancés. So yeah, he fucked his girl's sister. Okay. And her man was there. Oh wow, okay, alright. I'm slowly putting the pieces together. So oh shit. Alright. That one's a little more juicier than I thought. It was so short and kind of written weird, but once you kind of pick the pieces apart and kind of put it together, okay, yeah. So his brother's wife's sister, her sister, and then, you know, obviously he had slept with her, and then her boyfriend was downstairs. Oh, whoo, good luck, man. Good luck with that. Ooh, I have to keep that one in the family for a while. Jeez. I was in Sydney and got drunk with a few locals, took a cab all around town. I woke up in bed. There was this girl getting dressed and leaving for work. She told me to just get a cab out front. Well, I didn't have a phone, and it was in residential area near Kogi. I don't know what that is. So I walked to the top of the hill and saw the Sydney Spire way out in the distance. So I started walking. My longest walk of shame ever. Damn. Homeboy was just like, fuck, man, I ain't got my phone on me. Like, I'm going to try to look for some landmark so I can get somewhere. And he's like, you know what? That's the Sydney Spire. We just going to walk that way. Fuck it. I don't know where I'm at, but that's where we going to go. We going to walk over there. Damn, man. I wonder how long that walk was. Man. I went out drinking one night. The last thing I remember is getting a beer at an after party. I woke up on the porch with a road cone under my arm and a sweatshirt as a pillow. The sweatshirt had a name, Allie, on it. I don't know an Allie. Well, you probably know her. Either that or she smashed one of your homeboys, you know, and she's probably holding her tits looking for her fucking sweatshirt. I'm being honest with you, man. Like, that's probably what's happening. But hey, oh shit. All right, man. I don't know why you went to bed with a road cone, but hey, you know, to each his own, I guess. If that's what you're gonna do. That's what you're gonna do. On my 20th, I picked up a decent looking girl with a really hot English accent. It bumped her from maybe a 6 to a solid 8 in my drunk stupor. I went to her place, did the deed. When we woke up the next morning, her accent was completely gone. Yo! She admitted she fakes it to pick up guys. She even kept it going while we were having sex. I felt so used. Bruh. Oh my God. Oh shit. I mean, you smashed, so it's all good. And like, why would you have to have a British accent during sex? I mean, maybe she was talking, you know, during sex, so maybe that's why. But I mean, you really don't have to like keep it going at that point. It's like, you got the guy, girl. You know what I mean? You got him. You got him in bed. He's fucking you already. So you really don't got to keep it up at that point. And he said, I feel used. This nigga. Oh my God. All right. Woke up in Seattle. I live on Vancouver Island in Canada. Damn, nigga, you far as hell from home. The night before, I got just about to the point where I blacked out, proceeded to do some hippie flips. Well, okay. At a forest party, hippie flips are a cocktail of ecstasy and mushrooms. Wow. Okay. So I ditched the ex-girlfriend without her knowledge, apparently hopped in a car with a group of chicks from the States, proceeded to fall asleep on one of their laps in the back seat of the car, drove across the island, was on the ferry where I apparently woke up and was quite coherent, and then proceeded to get back in the car, fall asleep all the way across the border. No one woke me up, and the next morning I woke up in a really nice house in Seattle. What the fuck, bro? Okay. No one in the house except one of the girl's roommates. No one in the house except one of the girl's roommates. He laughs. We get baked and then play Halo all day until the girl comes back from work. I have no ID, so I hide in the back seat under some blankets like a little Mexican. Later that evening, I get smuggled back to Canada. Once I get home, everyone thought I had gotten eaten by a bear or a cougar and are mildly relieved to see me. This man was so fucked up on drugs. He hopped in a car with these girls. He fell asleep, woke up, got on a ferry, got off the ferry, got back in the car, went to sleep again, went all the way across the border. I don't know how the fuck he got across the border the first time, but he did. Woke up in this nice house in Seattle, and he's just like, what the fuck is going on? Homeboy's just like, yo, what's up, dude? He's like, are you going to stick around or what? You want to get baked? And he's just like, yeah, fuck it, why not? I got to wait for so-and-so to come back and take me home. He's like, where do you live? He's like, I live in Vancouver. He's like, fuck, for real, dude? Like, man, that is crazy. I woke up in bed with 4 other people in it. I had Jello in my hair and a bag of weed in my pocket. Okay. The fuck were you guys doing with Jello? To have it in your hair, like, it's one thing, you take Jello shots or whatever, you have them like on your stomach or whatever. That makes sense. Okay, you guys are doing Jello shots or whatever, but it's in your hair. Like, what were you guys doing with the Jello? Man, okay, all right, man, all right. How many people were in that fucking bed? I think he said like 4. Yeah, 4 other people in the bed. So there's like 5 motherfuckers in the bed. Like, all right. Hopefully a couple of them were girls. That'd be kind of weird if it was all dudes. I know I'm a bit late. I woke up in the bed of a truck in the outskirts of Kissimmee, Florida. I live in Orlando. Counted 52 mosquito bites, lost my phone, wallet, keys, and still quite drunk. Apparently, I gave my phone, wallet, and keys to my friend because I didn't want to lose them while I went gator hunting with a machete. I was wielding the entire night. Bro, what the fuck? He said, hey, yo, bro, hold my shit. I'm gonna go gator hunting while you're drunk. My nigga, 52 mosquito bites was the least of your worries. You could have died. You could have gotten eaten by a fucking alligator doing some stupid shit like that, bro. You are drunk. There's no way if that alligator would have like attacked you or charged at you or anything like that, you would have been able to get out of the way. There's no way. You would have died, bro. God damn, man. You are wildin'. Jeez, hey, shout out to Florida. God damn. I woke up in an unfamiliar living room next to some Asian girl that I had never met before. I am female, by the way. I had someone else's jacket on, which was a bad sign since my phone, keys, wallet had been in mine. I had to be at work at 9 a.m. about 30 miles away, and I had no idea what time it was and was still slightly drunk. Apparently, I stopped remembering before a combination of mechanical bull riding and upside down tequila shots. but I somehow made it to work on time without the car since I had lost my keys, brushed my teeth, beat my daily quota, and got a raise. What the fuck? Damn, girl, there ain't no fucking way I would have went to work that day. Are you kidding me? Oh, hell nah. And then there's no way I would have been that productive at work. Even if I made it, I would not be that productive. I would be hell on earth at work. There's no way, dude. There's no fucking way I would have went to work. You're out your mind. Damn, girl, you're crazy. I woke up laying in a bathtub full of cold water in my own bathroom. Stumbled out of it and noticed a pillow next to the toilet near which there were my socks and underwear. It was the worst hangover I'd ever had, but I still had some responsibility in me. So I put on my clothes and decided to take a walk with my dog and think over what happened yesterday. As I walked out of my house, I noticed something black sticking out of a huge pile of snow next to my door. Reached out for it and hooray, there was my phone. What? I mean, at least your phone wasn't in the water. You know what I mean? Thank God, because bro, either that or thank God your phone didn't get stolen with it being outside. Oh, man, like, dude, you got lucky on multiple fronts, if I'm being honest with you. And to wake up, like, was it a thing where he was so drunk he must have got home, right? And he'd have just been like, yo, I need to take a bath. Like, I just want to like take a shower or something like that. And then he just fills the tub up, you know, and just passes out in the water. Like, all right, man. Woke up this morning and remembered I had to go to the bank for a new debit card. Story, last night after some food and drinks, a buddy and I fought over who will pay the bill. I finally hand the waitress my debit card and says split the bill between the two. My friend says no, actually just break that card in half and applied the bill to mine. And hands her his card. The waitress turns around and I hear a distinct snap. No questioning the sincerity of the request. Just snaps it right in half. Not your traditional next morning story, but hey, I was drunk, so it should count. Yo, homeboy was like, no, snap that card in half. Use this card. Not literally. She said, all right, sure, sir. Smack. Like, bro, that's my debit card. And the waitress is just like, I was just doing what I was told. He told me to snap it in half. Like, bro, that's not his card. Oh, that's fucked up, bro. Homeboy says, no, snap that card in half, bro. Use mine. We're all good. She was like, okay, snap. Like, bro. Oh, my God. My freshman year of college, I woke up in a replica of my dorm room. I lived in 0904 and woke up in 1004. I rolled over and saw two nerdy indoor boys playing computer games. My first thought was, what the fuck are they doing in my room? I realized the sink was on the wrong side. They are just sitting there staring at me. I sit up only to realize I'm only wearing my bra and my North Face. I slur an apology, get up, wrapped in a blanket with a deer on it, and take a back staircase down a flight. 2 hours later, my friend finds my shoes and dress in the 12th floor stairwell. Still no idea what happened. Yeah, what did happen? Did you smash one of the nerdy guys or what? Like, because you had to have sex with somebody. Either that or it may be a thing where she took the dress off while, like, say she was going up the stairs and then she was just taking off her clothes and then she just walked into a random dude's apartment and just went to sleep. I mean, if I'm being honest with you, I'm not going to tell a naked girl to get out of my room. Like, if she is just coming in naked and then just wants to go to sleep, like, I'm not gonna tell her no. Fuck we talking about here? I'm gonna just be like, yo, college is lit, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about here? I'm not gonna tell her to leave. Man, come on now. Like, dude, like, all right, hey. One time I woke up at 5 a.m. in a flower bed outside the Norwegian Food Safety Authority. Okay. All right. Hopefully you live in Norway and you didn't somehow drunkenly get on a flight or some shit. You know, like, oh, okay. Yes. He is from Norway. All right. I was checking the comments to see if, he actually lived in Norway or he somehow just found his way in Norway, because that'd be wild as fuck. He's like, nah, man, I live in Nevada. Like, what? How did your drunk ass get all the way to Norway, nigga? Oh, man, we're going to do 2 more. I once woke up with my face on a toilet seat and a condom in my hair and washed up liquid squirted down my ass crack. No recollection of the night whatsoever. Yo, you got done dirty, bro. Homeboy fucked you in the bathroom, took the condom off, nutted on you, and then just threw the condom on your head and left, bro. Yo. You got done so dirty, bro. Homeboy fucked you, took the condom off, nutted on your stuff, and then just threw the condom on your passed out head. And you just passed out on the toilet seat. Damn, girl, you need to get your life together, because that is wild as fuck. Damn. Oh, shit. My car is 40 miles away at the casino. Taking a cab, missing 4 friends still. Found a gram in my pocket. No clue where it came from. Sticky note. Calls it snow caps. All right. Okay, man. Cool. All right. That's going to be the end of that thread, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that thread. A bit of wild. My goodness, you motherfuckers be doing some crazy shit while you are drunk. And it is scary what you guys wake up to the next morning. My goodness. Goodness gracious. I have never had a waking up the next morning story that wild. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't think I've ever had a story where I've woken up in a weird place. I don't think so. Yeah, I've gotten, drunk a fair time, in my days or whatever. But hey, it is what it is. Let's get on to the announcements. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. If you'd like to get an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on the show, Patreon is the place to do it. $3 a month. Audio listeners, rate the podcast, please, and thank you. I appreciate that so much when you guys rate the podcast. 5 stars is preferable. TikTok as well as Instagram. Follow us there for the clips. TikTok, thank you guys so much for all the support. We are killing it, man. We're so close to my 5K goal. We're getting ever so close to my 10K goal, so I appreciate you guys so much for all that support, man. We're killing it over there. If you guys would like to support the show even more on the free 99 side, go ahead and go over to youtube.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. Am I the Asshole Podcast, all one word. Or you can go into the link tree and go at it from there, and then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and that helps out a lot. Even if you don't watch over there, hitting the subscribe button does help. Appreciate you guys so much for all the support. Let's get into our scenarios for today. All right. Our first scenario is, am I overreacting? I, 22 female. So, I, 22 female, and my boyfriend, 23 male, have been dating for 2 years now. I moved in with him just a couple of months ago into his family's house, but I would always come to his all the time. So his family knows me, and it consists of his older brother, his brother's girlfriend, the sister, and his mom and dad. Anyways, tonight the older brother and brother's girlfriend, the sister, and the sister's boyfriend are going out to eat. They always go out to eat, just the 4 of them, but never extend the invite to me and my boyfriend. This isn't the first time. They all go out to eat together a lot. But I feel like possibly the reason why they don't extend the invite is because of me. My boyfriend thinks I'm overreacting and try to play it off as maybe it's because I work till 5 or 6 sometimes, but they don't go out to eat till like 7:30. I don't know. I just have a gut feeling it's because of me. But maybe I'm overthinking it and overreacting. I just feel a little excluded, and it's not like I'm brand new. I've been in the picture for 2 years now. Let me know what y'all think. If I'm being, I can get the, when your boyfriend says, oh, you know, well, you don't get off till 5 or 6 sometimes, because when you get off work, a lot of times you don't want to go out and do stuff. You want to be at home and you kind of want to relax. So I do understand that aspect of it. You know, they may look at it like, oh, you know, no, you want to relax. You know, we want you to stay at home and relax, blah, blah, blah. I don't really think that they don't like you, because if they didn't like you, I don't think they would let you live there. And it seems like you aren't having any other problems than this. So maybe they think that, you know, oh, your man could take you out to eat, maybe. Or maybe, you know, your boyfriend has mentioned like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, I'll get her something to eat, or I'll take her out to eat or whatever. I don't know. I can't really give you any solid, you know, I wouldn't say advice, but just, you know, my opinion. My thing is, I think they are just looking at it like, well, you get off work late, you would want to just kind of chill and be at home and relax. I don't think you really want to go out. My thing is if they're not extending the invite to you, just ask them, hey, can I come? Well, why not? You know what I mean? And if they say no, or if they kind of give you an attitude or whatever, then you might know. That's the only thing I can think of. Just extend the invite to yourself maybe and be like, hey, can I go? I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments what you think. Is she overreacting? Is it just a thing where it's like maybe the family members look at it like, well, you know, she gets off late, she might just want to hang out at home and relax with her man. I don't know. Or, you know, they want some alone time, you know, do the nasty, you know. You never know. So, I don't know. That's just how I see that one. On to the next one. I caught my girlfriend lying and maybe cheating. Oh, goodness. All right. Me, 25 male, and my girlfriend, 23 female, have been together for 5 years. We don't live together, but are practically neighbors. We set to share our locations with each other a few years ago as a convenience. I haven't really checked it till now. We are the typical laid back / surfer couple, both blonde, surf, just as an idea of how things have changed from last summer. She has been obsessed with going to the gym and getting a more toned booty. Nothing wrong with that the last 6 months, although about 2 months ago, she befriended one of her gym instructors, 3 years older than me and has a stabler life than I do. She then came one day and said her instructor confessed he liked her and would like to go on a date. She told me this and I laughed and I shrugged it off. I didn't go from what I am aware of. She would go later in the evening, 8-9 p.m. and stayed till closing time, which is about 11 p.m. and maybe a quarter of an hour past that, stating he would ask her to stay and put some gym equipment away, etc. Does she work at this gym? He just said that she's obsessed with going to the gym. So why is she staying that late, helping put away gym equipment? And you know what I mean? Like, you don't work there. What's like that's it's a bit of a red flag to me. I don't go to the gym and put shit away and, you know, stay super late and stuff like that. No, I go to the gym to work out and then I go home. You know, okay, huh? This is when the suspicion started to rise, but continue to shrug it off. Nah, that would have been very suspicious to me. I'm like, why are you there that late? Why are you staying after closing and you're helping him put stuff away? Why are you doing that? Today, I had enough and decided to know what was going on and see it for myself. I went 10 minutes after closing and saw them both outside on the other side of the street talking. 5 seconds later, they hugged. It wasn't a friendly hug. They hugged for about 10 seconds and I couldn't see the other guy's face. And he was facing me. It was quite dark. So I couldn't pinpoint if they were kissing or not. But my guess is that they were. After they hugged and said goodbye, she instantly texted me saying she had arrived home. She had not. She had just left the gym, and out of nowhere, her location disappears as well. Didn't come back until she actually arrived home. I am not really sure how I should confront her about this. Oh, man, because she was just like, oh, yeah, I'm home. Are they living together? Okay, we don't live together, but we're practically neighbors. Okay, so no, they don't live together. So she probably was like, oh, we got home. And then she probably went out with him, maybe to a bar, maybe to his house. I don't know. You never know. Like, yeah, brother. My thing is, I would be like, why are you staying so late and after closing and helping him, put stuff away? Like, why aren't you going to the gym and doing your workout and leaving and then coming home? What's going on? Is there a thing where you guys are like canoodling? Are you doing something on my back? Like, what's going on? Even then she might still cap to you, She might be like, oh, we're just friends.
Stop the cap.
Oh, no, I'm just helping him because he's a good guy.
Stop the cap.
Or, you know what I mean? There's a lot that could be going on, and she might just do all that. I don't know. I don't know. I would go to the gym with her. Maybe that's what I would do. I'd probably go to the gym with her and see what kind of conversations, because I feel like the guy that works at the gym, I don't think he knows that she has a boyfriend. Yeah, I don't think he knows that she's got a man. So if you go with her to the gym and you be like, oh, hey, I know you, you're so-and-so. She told me about you. Even if she didn't tell you about him, you could just say that and, just kind of make it uncomfortable as fuck and be like, yeah, this is my girl, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Like, really put her ass in the doghouse, because I feel like homeboy would then be like, oh, you have a boyfriend. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. And that'll tell you all of it right there. Ooh, that'll tell you everything right there. Yeah, man. Ooh, good luck, bro. But I'd find some kind of way to confront her. Some kind of way, because that's just suspicious. There's no fucking way you go to the gym and you stay after hours and help put gym equipment away and all that kind of stuff, and then she's turning off location, talking about, oh, I just got home. Like, All right, on to our next one. Hooked up and then found out he's married the next day. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm just going to come right out and say it. I had a one-night stand with someone, and then the next morning, I'm talking to my girlfriend all fucking giddy because it was a great night and we had a connection and he was sweet and funny and the sex was good. And then she tells me he's married. Turns out her cheating ex-boyfriend is friends with him. Fucking fisherman, okay? He apparently just got married last year and posts regularly how happy their relationship is. I want to vomit. I've been single for a hot minute and haven't had sex in a while, so my blinders were on, apparently, but goddamn, I feel like a fucking tool. He fooled me, like actually fooled me. I thought he was a good guy. Never again. Yo, this man finessed. He finessed him some booty. Damn. Now, I do give her props because as much as she is mad and upset, she's not out here talking about like, oh, I'm going to go, home wreck him and stuff like that. Which I'm sure, hey, you girls in the comments, hey, I feel you. I feel you. I'm on your side, because I know you ladies are in the comments right now talking about, oh, I would have fucking ruined his life. I would have told his wife. I would have done this and that. And oh, I already know. Hey, and if I'm being honest with you, facts. Because he deserves it. How you going to go out and be, post on social media talking about, oh yeah, I love my wife and I love being married and all that kind of stuff. And then you out here smashing bitches, like, man, and she don't know and all that kind of stuff. Like, ooh. So I do give her props on that for not wanting to be a homewrecker. But like I said, I understand, you ladies going to be in the comments talking about, hey, I would have, if it was me, I would have got up in that motherfucker's ass and be like, yo, you know what your man's doing? Because, if he did it to her, he's going to do it to, some more chicks. It's kind of inevitable. It's going to happen. So, but hey, let me know in the comments what you think about that one. Goodness. All right. Cool. Would I be the asshole if I divorced my husband because he's homophobic? Oh, shit. We have 3 kids, and our eldest is gay. I've always known our son was different. I thought my husband knew too because he and our son were really close. Most of my friends have told me that their children become a little bit distant when they hit puberty, but not our son. Just a few weeks ago, they were playing basketball and playing chess basically every day and talking with each other nonstop. Everything was great until my son came out to him. It went very well when he came out to me, so my son thought his father would have the same reaction, and I thought the same. But after he came out to him, my husband came back alone. I told him, how did it go? He said, did you know? I couldn't believe the look he gave me. He looked very angry and just went to his office without saying anything. I called my son and he was crying and started to apologize to me about everything. I was so fucking angry, but instead of yelling at my husband, I just went to get him. When I found him, When I found him, I really felt like crying. His eyes were so red and he looked very sad. I never seen him cry, so my heart felt like it was being squeezed. He just said he was sorry. I kept driving for a while, and then we went to eat pizza. Now my kids are staying with my father, and I'm thinking I should get a divorce, but it's not going to be easy at all. My son is definitely going to blame himself for this. He already has, and I heard all sorts of horror stories about divorce. My son told me we should go back, and he can stay with my father, aka his grandpa. But I'm really starting to hate my husband for this. Why would he do this to me? Even if I decided to stay with him, I'm not sure our relationship is ever going to recover from this. If he truly loved our son, why would he react like that? Or did he react like that because he loves him too much and created unrealistic expectations of our son in his head? I was looking for some help here, and it seems these sorts of things end up ruining the whole family, so I'm very hesitant to do something I might regret later. Look, man, I don't think you should divorce him, and I don't think he's homophobic, if I'm being honest with you. It's a big surprise, and then I think it kind of upset him as well, because I think he felt like, why was I the last one to know? It would kind of upset you, like, if you were the last one to figure out that, like, your son is gay and everybody else kind of knew, and it's a shock. Don't get me wrong, like, it's a huge shock, and I don't think that he doesn't support it. I just think that it's a new norm that he's going to have to get used to, and that's going to be tough for him to get used to that, and I definitely don't think you should think about divorcing him over it. I would talk to him about it, kind of try to see what he's thinking, like, hey, is everything okay? I understand that it's a big thing, but the fact that he came to us, and then at the same time, we didn't even get, like, how he feels about it. Do you know how he actually feels about it? Do you know if he's like, oh man, this is just a big shock and I don't know how to take it? Or is it a thing where he's just like, no, I want nothing to do with my son? Like, what's his side of this? Because you're just going straight to divorce, like, oh man, nope, he's homophobic, like, no thanks, I'm good, I'm out of here, goodbye. Like, whoa, chill for a second. Talk to him, see how your husband really feels about it. I guarantee you that was just like a huge like change for him, where he's like, whoa, okay, damn, God, I need to take a minute to process this. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, he's the last to know. So he's like, what the fuck? Like, why didn't you tell me? You know what I mean? Like, why am I the last to know? And I get it. Mom obviously felt like, no, you know what I mean? He should be the one to tell his dad, because that's not my business to be telling other people, regardless of if it's dad or, you know, if it's somebody else in the family. It's like, I think it should be him to be the one to, so I understand it from her point of view on that part. But I just think that he feels overwhelmed, for one, and then for two, he just feels like, whoa, why am I the last one to hear about this? And it's a big adjustment. Like I said, she didn't say anything about him not really being supportive about it. She didn't say anything about him, you know, chastising their son because of it. You know, like, I don't think you should go for divorce. You should definitely have a conversation and talk to him about it and let him know, hey, look, you know what I mean? Like, this doesn't change our love for our son. You know, we still love him and we still care about him and we're still here for him. But, you know, it's a thing where it's like, we are going to have to get used to this. We are going to have to, you know what I mean, figure out how to navigate this, because it's different. It's a big change, you know? So, I don't know. My thing is have the conversation, sit down with your family, talk to them, because it might fix that. You know what I mean? It might fix all of this. All right. Next one. Told my husband about the first time I saw a guy naked and it didn't go well.
Bruh.
Okay. All right. Last weekend, I, 29 female, told my husband, 33 male, a story when I was a kid, and his reaction was not amused. Like I expected it would be. Let's see. He just said that's very unusual. So now I am regretting telling him, and I'd love some honest opinions. The story. When I was 15, my older brother was 17. I looked up to him a lot and we hung out and joked around a lot. Our house had an open sort of walk-in shower in the corner of our unfinished basement, with no curtain or anything. He used to shower down there after working out, and one day I decided to prank him by shooting a Nerf dart at him while he was showering. I snuck down there, saw him showering, and just kind of froze. I had never seen a guy naked before, and I guess it just sort of caught me by surprise and captivated me. I was mesmerized. This is your older brother. How in the hell are you being captivated and mesmerized by your older brother's naked body? Like, that's a little weird. To my horror, he saw me watching and said, "You're busted." I panicked and ran to my room. I was suddenly mortified, realizing he now thought I was a perverted weirdo peeping on him. He came to my room a half hour later and asked me what that was all about. He seemed to be a combination of annoyed and amused. I told him I came down to prank him, unclear if he believed me. I was still very panicked and begging him not to tell anyone, and he said he wouldn't on one condition. I needed to let him see me showering to get even. I said no way. He would just make fun of me. He said, fine, your choice. That night I messaged him that if he swore not to tell anyone, he could see me, but only for a few seconds, and he couldn't make fun of me. He said fine, so I snuck into his room at like 2 a.m. wearing only a long t-shirt. I woke him up, stood in the middle of his room, and took the t-shirt off. He seemed shocked at first, probably that I had the nerve to do it all, but also due to the fact that he had mostly only seen me in baggy clothes. He turned on his lamp, which made me feel very exposed, but he didn't say anything negative. The only comment he actually made was, "You have hips." He asked me to turn around a couple of times. I mean, okay. I'm sure trying to embarrass me to get even. Oddly, our relationship wasn't harmed by this little episode. If anything, we treated each other in a more grown-up way after that. That's the story I told my husband in the context of a light conversation about when was the first time you saw someone naked, but he seemed a little disturbed by our story. I would too. Should I have not told? Should I tell my brother that I told my husband that? You shouldn't tell anybody that story. That is weird. Like, look, man, being close to your siblings and stuff like that, it's natural and it's fine, you know. I think you definitely saw it by accident, and then the fact that, you know, you kind of showed him, homeboy was looking at you like, damn, that's my sister? Fuck. Damn, like if she wasn't my sister, I would be smacking them cheeks. You know, and he probably even thought about it like, man, I just might even take the plunge into that. Like, you never know. Like, come on, man, he's 17. Of course his dick got hard and he was looking at it like, God damn. Like, come on, man. That's why he turned the light on. He was like, yo. He's like, sister looking fine out here. God damn. But I don't think you should be telling your husband that, or, you know, anybody for that matter, because that's just a little weird. And I think that's just something you kind of take to the grave, and that is between you and your brother, and you just never speak of that ever again. I can see why you guys' relationship became more adult after that, because I don't know if the brother was trying to smash at that point. You know, it could have been a high possibility. I don't know. And that nigga was like, man, I'm done joking around with her, because god damn, I'm trying to smash that, like, even though that's his sister, you know, and that's
Wrong.
But hey, you know, to each his own, I guess. I don't know. It's yeah. That's a little wild to me. Damn. All right. This is gonna be the last one. I cheated on my wife for the first time in my life, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, shit. Before anyone says, just tell her. The situation is deeply complicated. I wish it were easy. This person whom I've cheated on her with is a longtime mutual friend to us. What was agreed to after we done this was to not say anything and to not be each other's confidant. I realized that what got us here, she's a pretty decent widow, 6 months, and her late husband was also a good friend of ours. She's also a good friend to us, but clearly our relationship needs to change and will change. I don't know about that, brother, because you was up in them sweet walls like, woo, goddamn. You know, and the husband looking down from heaven talking about, no, what are you doing? Susan, why? Why are you bent over for this man? We're so adamant that this was a huge mistake and we'll never do this again. This is the only and first time I've ever cheated on my wife. I know it's worse given that she's a long time and close friend of ours. She told me she doesn't want to ruin our marriage. I don't either. I guess I'm not sure what to do. I think about this a lot and whether I'm making the right decision. You're not. You're not making the right decision. You already fucked up. You fucked homegirl. And, yeah, man, the longer you don't tell your wife, the worse it's gonna be, if I'm being honest with you. But you guys are on the same page. You know, you guys decided you're going to take this to your grave. So I would just say fucking take it to your grave, man. If that's what you guys have already decided on doing and that's what you're going to do, you might as well go all in, man. You might as well. You might as well say, fuck it, I'm going to go all in. I'm going to be, I'm going to, take this shit to my grave. She's going to take it to hers. And that's that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you're just going to have to. You're in that position already where you're stuck. You're done. You know, and if you tell your wife, I don't know how long it's been since they did the nasty, but it's like the longer you prolong this, the worse it's going to get. Because if you told her like immediately, then she might have been like, okay, fuck, like, is there any way that we can fix this, or like what's going on? And there might have been a conversation there. But if it's like 6 months, 7 months, then she's just like, dude, are you serious? And then you kept this from me? Nah, fuck it. I'm out of here. I'm done. She ain't gonna want to talk to you after that. So it's like, you're already at that point where I don't think there's any talking. It's more of just like, you're done. I'm good. Peace and chicken grease. And that's what would happen if you guys did that. But, all I know is her husband up in heaven was looking down, just seeing her get her cheeks clapped, and he was just like, no. He was looking over at his boy Jesus and was just like, why Jesus? And Jesus is just like, I don't know, man, I don't know,
She belongs to the streets.
Oh man, he said, I don't know, man. He said, but like the wise future always says,
She belongs to the streets.
I don't know, man. I'm sorry to tell you. He was like, Jesus, you took me too soon, bro. You took me too soon, man. She getting her cheeks clapped. God damn. Oh my God. But that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to today's episode of Am I the Asshole Podcast. I love you guys so much. I appreciate all of the support. TikTok as well as Instagram. If you guys want to check out the shorts, follow us there. We're almost to my goal of 5K. And then on to my next goal of 10K on there. So thank you guys so much for that support. If you guys are on audio platforms, rate the podcast, man. Please just continue to rate the podcast. 5 stars is preferable. If you guys want to support the show even more on the free 9-to-9 side of things, go ahead and go over to youtube.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. Am I the Asshole Podcast, all one word, or go in the link tree and click on YouTube and then follow us there. Subscribe over there. Even if you don't watch, it helps out a lot, just your subscription. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast. Get on the Patreon if you'd like to have our exclusive episode every single Friday. So, if you are loving the Tuesday, Thursday, as well as Sunday content and you want just a little more, Friday is the place to do it. We do have our monthly free episodes going on for all the year of 2024, so look out for those. March's episode was pretty wild, so hopefully you guys like that episode, man. But without further ado, that is going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much. I love you all, and peace.